Folks, here we are again with the old GTA business. I've actually only done one short stream. I think it was about 40 minutes long, and that was probably about 20 minutes of actual content. Majority of it was spent just driving around, getting used to the game, and trying to get over the bizarre realization that I thought for a really long time, for some reason, that San Andreas did not have the vigilante missions and the ambulance missions. I'm not quite sure why I remember Vice City as much as I do, and can't really remember any of San Andreas. I've actually got the Brady Games official strategy guide for San Andreas. I don't have it for Vice City, so I'm not quite sure why that's the situation, to be honest. But the moment that I booted up San Andreas, I was like, oh, right, yeah, that's actually how you make a game and not shit. And it's like, compared to Vice City, it's pretty incredible just from the get-go. Just like the ability to be able to press square and jump over things, and the fact that they fix the getting in and out of the car so that you don't get like busted immediately or ripped out immediately, and everything else is just generally a lot better about it. But unfortunately, the community side and the modding side is no different. Because why would it be? It's not going to be any different to Vice City after 23 years or 20 years, 21 years even, for San Andreas. Time that it's taken me to just put together a couple of cheat codes and mess about with the beginning of the game has been, I think, like 3 pages at least, or maybe 4 pages of people posting asking for help with regards to various GTA stuff, all of which have 200, 300 views on it and 0 replies helping the person. So that's just kind of what we're battling with, what we're dealing with. It's ridiculous. It is completely ridiculous. So that's obviously never going to change, hence why it's about time to kind of get this done. So anyway, showcase what we've got. Obviously we started off with nothing, including not being able to remember barely anything from 20 years ago of playing the game, other than the fact that I own the guide and the bandana. I don't actually remember anything about the game, which is a bit ridiculous. So Rockstar were cheap bastards when it came to the release of the official strategy guide with Brady Games. It was not checked, and there's errors in it. I was getting ready to sort of take pictures or scan the guide, and I went through, and it's one of the only kind of PlayStation documents that I've actually got pencil marks on, where I've ticked off the hidden packages and had to actually draw and redraw the position of all the packages and stuff like that. So it kind of makes taking images of some of the maps completely pointless, since they're inaccurate to begin with. But it's Cockstar, so what do you expect? Like, so we began with nothing, and then I found out that there's people out there that could help people, and this is why it's annoying when forums just the scams that they are, basically, to generate income from ads. There's like thousands of button combos that have been dumped by some genius like 15 years ago or something, and the process is really super cool, and unfortunately they've ruined the release, just like everything else, by keeping the information gated amongst 1 or 2 members, never releasing the information on how they did it so no one can replicate it in the future. And quite possibly, worst of all, the amount of amazing work and dedication that they've done to it hasn't really resulted in anything beneficial, at least for PAL. It's resulted in 0. So, after the shit that we went through with Vice City, it's not worth even Googling stuff just at the chance that there may be sort of PAL codes out there, because it takes too fucking long to use Google because it's shit. So you'd be better off just playing the game and finding the cheat codes and working out yourself. But then Vice City is completely reprogrammed. I mean, as far as I can tell, Vice City was just like most likely made after the beginnings of San Andreas, and they just made it as an offcut, um, which is maybe why it's both so good and so shit at the same time. Anyway, it doesn't look like my game's been affected by dicking about with saves, so first thing we've got is hopefully all of the cheats organized. Again, I couldn't find anything online other than this just 2,000 codes of dumb shit. So there's a couple here that are duplicated, but I'm pretty sure we've covered all the bases, and I was unable to find the hex value equivalents of these button input combos, which would have allowed sort of tremendous progress within Cheat Engine to make cheats, but there you go. So I think the first cheat code that I began with was, how do we do this, just in case anybody is ever interested in the future. Fuck, what did I do, man? It only took like an hour or two. Okay, so we used PCSX 1.6 to test the game, and I'm using 2.2 to then run either like an alternate version. So I'm using the PAL version here. Just ignore what it says in the top of the screen. This is the PAL version. It's my hybrid. And we'll get like the NTSC one, which has codes available for it. Or, if I can find the damn thing, we'll run the AR Max CD. Now, I tried online to find cheat CDs, and none of them have ever worked with Vice City. I did, however, actually genuinely have this Datal version, mainly because Datal Action Replay stuff has like consistently worked for me, in mainly with regards to like Nintendo and Game Boy stuff. So I've got like the Nintendo DS weird funky memory card shaped thing with a bulge on it, etc., etc. And this had Infinity Health on it, but unfortunately Infinity Health did not work. So that was a complete fuck up. That's a problem with a lot of these CDs, and same problem with the websites and the community is everybody copies and pastes stuff, doesn't post how they created it. And the most important thing I think I'm doing for the cheat codes, or will do at least eventually, is including the original values. So here we've got like what the address is and the default value, which essentially allows you to not only reset a code back to normal, which is important, and for some reason nobody ever does it, but allows other people to then find that original value if the value has not changed within another game or another region. So at the moment I've got kind of dual input enabled, so you kind of have to pause each one just to avoid button presses on each one. But I'm pretty sure you can just turn that off within the settings within both versions of PCSX2. So these are the Vice City ones that didn't work at all. That was a complete waste of fucking time, just like everything on the internet. I haven't looked at the German, I suppose, and the French, which is why I'm booting it up today, just to have a look. But for San Andreas, which we assume to be the original version, I haven't tested this on PS2 or PS3 yet, so I'm not sure whether 60 Hz works, but I made my own 60 Hz patch here. So that was the first cheat code, or the first patch to go into the ELF file. So that was done. Obviously, you can do the same for NTSC, but it won't result in anything because NTSC already has that additional boost. Found the cache value because that's simple to do. You start off with 350, and that was the easy one to find. So having infinite money means that we can then make a comparison between NTSC, which is pretty much guaranteed at this point to have the most basic stuff, but then allows us to calculate the offset between the two regions. And this was kind of fucking mind-blowing. So the first offset that I found when fixing the Infinity Health, and I'm still not sure I've done Infinity Health completely correct, to be honest, because um, I've, in terms of GTA and like all of these numbers, I understand the values and the hexadecimal stuff, but I don't understand the cheat engine instructions that come with it. So the majority of people that make these cheat codes, their understanding comes from understanding the instructions and following the addresses and the jumps and where it goes to. So, and like the irony with me is I don't understand that, but I understand basically the Matrix version of it, which is just literally just like in the Matrix, just staring at those green fucking numbers. So if I was to combine this work with somebody else, or they would give me one simple example of what this instruction actually means and what it does, I'd be able to do a lot more, and in turn they would. But anyway, that's just a whole rant. So all tag sprayed was the difficult one from this. This is a similar example to what happens in Vice City, where the maximum number is 100, which in hexadecimal is 64, and 50 is 32, and blah 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 blah. That value doesn't actually exist when you're searching for it. All tag sprayed is like the 100% equivalent, and 100% is not going to be represented as the number 100. Sometimes it's represented as like this 4403, whatever. So that was a bit of a fucking find, and I'm pretty sure I still haven't actually found the value that allows you to set it above 100, but we'll double check that. We had Infinity Cache work. I think disabled card damage works, but for some reason the address is not writable. So that becomes difficult in Cheat Engine. Next up was the gravity codes, because I noticed that it had jump codes, but it's not actually a jump code, it's a gravity code. And this is kind of problematic because it looks like years ago, this is possibly where people started from making their NTSC codes. And the result of this is they've skipped, what was it? So there's a low gravity and a very low gravity. I managed to just plus or minus 100 to increase the value and find sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 alternatives. Well, 9 alternatives actually, but nobody's documented the original value. So without knowing the original value, we've got no fucking way of returning the game back to normal, meaning that there's no point having gravity cheats, because once you turn them on, your game's completely fucked from there onwards. And this, again, is not like Vice City at all. These are hard addresses, and these instructions don't mean numerical values. So we're kind of stuck with San Andreas, with what we can do, while simultaneously having more stuff that we can do, which is a bit weird. Now, the best code that was in here, and was a complete lifesaver, is being able to replace one car in CJ's garage. And this is where everything becomes really suspicious, because it's like the only people that have made cheat codes must be people who worked for the companies that were employed to make the cheats in the first place. It's the only way that this progression of the releases of like leaks of information and beta information and being able to mod and hack the game in certain ways and create those cheat codes, there has to be some form of insider knowledge, because everybody seems to have these same copy pasted codes with zero information as to how to create them. No information out there on how to replicate it, apart from 1 or 2 people who have it in their heads. And again, not all garages are done, not everything's done. You can't change the vehicle color, and you can't change the damage proof address. So this is like extremely bizarre for a game that is highly active and modded to like a much larger degree than the Vice City, even for the PS2, because it's more sort of compatible with PC and like the stuff that you can do with it. So we're kind of fucked at this point. The good news about the garage address is, like, obviously the bad news is I could not find that garage address how I found it in Vice City, which I didn't use anything online. I just searched for the vehicle ID. I knew that once I opened the garage and took the car out, that vehicle ID would no longer exist at that address, and it would have changed to a 0. So I just kept plowing cars into the garage until I found it. From there, I was able to find the entire 1,500 lines of cheat codes that I made. But I took a stab a complete random guess by converting these two lines and looking at Vice City and just knowing that the address for the damage proof and for the color is going to be pretty close. And unfortunately, the game crashed like 5 times, and after that, I sort of gave up. Could not find the color address, but I do believe that I found the damage address. So that's pretty cool. Obviously, whoever created this AR cheat CD and that cheat originally to begin with for this specific PAL version, that one code is a complete genius for doing that, basically. These statistics codes are extremely easy. This isn't something that needs to kind of be transferred from the cheat CD or whatever. Obviously, I have done them all just in case people wanted them in the future or to check that I made any mistakes. But you only need one statistic code, and that was pretty easy to find. I can't remember which one it was. I think I picked up like did the cheat for the spray paint and sprayed a tag or something and went from the tags and went from there. But all of these are going to be either like +1, +2C, or usually just +4 bytes from each other, which allowed me to grab the entire of all of the addresses for the statistics within literally minutes, because they're all, well, I think it's like 90% of them are in a, as you would expect. It's like this one's 4 bytes, 4 bytes, 4 bytes, 4 bytes, 4 bytes. But then there is a couple that kind of, this one will be like much further down the stack, despite the fact that it's sort of the next one down in the list in the statistics. And this is mainly why I had available. There's going to be a lot more there that I can unlock in between these gaps and stuff like that as I play the game and kind of realize that there's a title for that statistic. But at least we've got all the statistics done, the gang stuff done, the crime stuff, which are related to missions. Finding anything related to bullets fired, that was extremely easy. Just do the cheat for the gun, whack it in. I've not been able to do the wanted level stuff. I don't know why. We've got 0 from one of these, never wanted or something, never lose. It's in there somewhere. And it had 1, but there was no 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I just had to try random values, and for some reason a 6 worked, but I don't know what the fuck it means, because it results in a wanted level of 4. So we're going to have a lot of missing stuff here. It's not going to be as good as Vice City, but as far as like PAL users are concerned, they're going to have the majority of it. So it's pretty much just a case of kind of actually trying it out, starting the game, see if we can kind of not make a perfect start save, but at least see what cheat codes are working and what cheat codes aren't, and double check that everything's kind of all in order. So disable cop ID doesn't work, jetpack does not work, parachute does not work. Did not find those addresses. Oh, there was one page that I found that was interesting that did something that did similar to Vice City. And until reading this document, I didn't realize that people had knowledge of what I had discovered in Vice City in San Andreas and just not applied that to Vice City for some reason. But somebody's put the addresses for being able to kind of place static mesh within different sections of the map, like on the road and stuff like that. This was like crazy interesting because I had previously discovered it, as I said, on Vice City. And on top of that, it's just the fact that this is a working PAL code, which was like extremely bizarre. I think it might have been from Super Cheats, which is one of the worst websites for kind of actually going on and trying to get cheats because it's so piss poorly laid out. And again, it's copy and pasted, and you don't know who the actual original authors are or who you can trust. But this works. This kind of spawns random green bushes and everything else that you want in there. But I cleaned that up because it was like 3 pages long. So aim whilst driving is pretty good. Cars flying, invisible, rage, pink and black. These are all the ones that you'd expect from the in-game cheats. What we need is damage-proof vehicle in CJ's garage so that we can do the police missions and vigilante missions. And then from there, try and work out what's going on with these wanted level cheats and why they're not working, which will obviously just make the game, a lot less frustrating to play whilst you're trying to find cheats. The only thing that's bad about this game so far, in the like 30 seconds of gameplay that I've played, is just the orangeness. I can't remember what it's supposed to look like on PS2 at all. I'm quite surprised PCSX2 is even able to run it, to be honest. I'm not quite sure how accurate it is. The first thing we'll try is this garage thing, so... Hopefully now we got a damage-proofy top guy thing in there. Yeah, cool, okay. Again, we've got kind of problem. Everything's fucking orange in this game. It inherits the color from the previous vehicle, which I know about from Vice City anyway. It was actually a cool method of making cars different colors. Unfortunately, it's not so great in this game because you want a bit more freedom with being able to choose the colors, and that's what's quite surprising is even on the NTSC codes, I don't think there's one out there, and this is really bizarre. Like I expected the crap with Vice City. There's a lot that could have been done with it with NTSC, but you know, obviously, again, it's a slightly smaller game. But to not have all of this stuff done in this game is fucking crazy. I think it's like less than a gigabyte of differences files between this and NTSC, and the script file, the main SEM itself, is completely identical, which means that any of the offsets there between the PAL and the NTSC version with regards to the cheat codes are only going to exist within the file structure rather than the code itself. Like, there's nothing changed there. They haven't just randomly gone in and go, hey, well, so we're making the PAL version, we'll quickly tidy up that thing and change this and blah, blah, blah. It's just like... So essentially that A90 offset that I mentioned is probably one of the rarer offsets where things have changed for some bizarre reason. Most likely as a result of the original code being wrong in NTSC in the first place. And the rest of the offset should be like 100. Or most definitely a number that's divisible by 4 bytes. Because if the script is exactly the same and it is the file structure, the chances are, I suppose it's 50-50 in reality, but it's pretty much a guarantee that it's going to be some sort of variation of 4 bytes up from the next one or 4 bytes down. Because it's just the files either bigger or smaller. The fucking code's exactly the same. That's another thing that makes it a bit bizarre that like we've had all of these fucking... There's like 5 geniuses that have contributed to the GTA San Andreas arena as the cheat codes. Complete bastards for not doing any fucking PAL support, basically. It's just like the only way to put it. Where's this dude going? He's like driving, and is it going under the bridge? So obviously I suck at this game. This is going to be horrible for everyone. Absolute world's pro at Vice City at this point. But I have no fucking idea what's going on with San Andreas. I haven't even used the guide yet to look at where the weapons are at the beginning of the game so that I can do this properly. Just want to see that the cheats kind of don't fuck the game up, basically. The low gravity one I tested for like 20 minutes and I was going to stream it, but although it was hilarious, it would have been a bit annoying because the entire game slows down to like a complete halt. And considering I'm using PAL with over a 10% frame rate increase, it's like, should be running better rather than worse. Oh, yeah. I'm trying to memorize these Los Flores needs to be blah 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 that's popping up. Location markers. Take the opportunity to just get used to the game, even though it looks like I'm just driving around like a mentalist. In Vice City, there we go. There used to be positions in Vice City where the cars, I imagine it's scripted somewhere. I'm sure some PC person will know. But they would like slow down to a complete halt, or you could get them like at an intersection or a junction, kind of tap them a little bit and they'd spin out. And there was also various locations in the game in Vice City where you could kind of force the car to go, or if they did randomly go to, it would inevitably always crash. It's like either a bug with a path navigation, maybe, or an intentional sort of code. I'm not quite sure if there's any available in San Andreas. I imagine I'd be driving around for months trying to find it, but see if there's any of these little spots where the vigilante missions become extremely easy to do. In Vice City, it was start the game and do it all at the beginning. And get capped at 4 stars instead of 6. Obviously, that made it a lot easier. And there was 2 really easy locations to do the fire truck as well. The one is just your main starting location where you get the rampage anyway, which is pretty sweet. Ambulance missions, they just always end up on the beach. This dude's gonna outrun me now. Hey, there we go. Let's get him. Oh, is he upside down? No, he's gone. Oi! Yeah, he is upside down, and he just blew my vehicle up as well. What was that flying through the air? Dude. Oh, what? He's got a gun. He's got a gun. Okay, so sprites, what's going on? Ah, you son of a bitch. This little screen tear in the water looks okay. Here we go. There's some issue with the rendering of the fire. That's something I will have to Google. I'm not trial and error in PCSX2 settings forever. It does look fucking awesome though. What side of the road is he going to be on? On the other side? Going to be going away from me, isn't he? So I imagine this is one of the places where you can spin him out to some degree and a crappy car, so he's not going to rage. Oh, maybe he will. I'll try and get my method, haven't I? I want to end up in a T-pose against the barricade and then block him as he turns around, something like that. And just force him off. Used to be pretty good at this game. And in air as a kid. I'm pretty sure I could have completed this and Vice City and GTA 3 in the time that it's taken me to do all of these PAL codes, and it's an almost guarantee that nobody in the world will ever use them. There'll be like one person in 20 years just like wants to use the PAL version for some reason, discovers all this, and it'll just blow their mind. Like, come on, you've only got 40 seconds, man. There's 3 of you in the car. Right now, in fact, he's going to cut you off. And I'm in the wrong side of the vehicle. The damn fucking Americans. Hang on, boys. You gotta get in my cop car. See, that's really nice. In Vice City, you'd never be able to do that. They pull you out of the car immediately. That's close. Ooh. I can't believe I forgot they had vigilante missions in this game. I think my mind was clouded by hatred from GTA 5. Just how Rockstar went from these cool kids that just used to pick up 10 bags in the Denny in Scotland to fucking code in some little cool game. It was a lot of fun, even though it was impossible to complete the original GTA, but whatever. To being just these monumental, just hit bags, basically. What the fuck is going on here? Is he just stood in the driveway just chilling? The fuck? This is awesome. Like, I remembered all of Vice City before I played it, and I was like, oh my god, here we go. But, just as a dude, isn't it? Okay, so we finally got a weapon. I'm glad that that worked out okay. I'll read through the Brady Games official guide later. Now we're exploring. You can see immediately why people want to mod and sort of port the game. Like, hang on a minute, why is Vice City so shit? Let's put it in San Andreas. Ooh. Oh, okay, right. So we got perfect opportunity now to test some of the other cheats that I've made. Again, these are ones that I just haven't made a comparison with online or converted or what have you. Weapon skills. I should just control an F it, really, shouldn't I? So there's an infinity ammo in game. You can add ammo as well. So I think this is the Action Replay Max version that was converted, but I've actually done the Uzi and the clip. Now, a lot of these codes will end up like Vice City, where I've got 1,000 codes, but in reality, you only need like 4 or 5 to cover all your bases. But being able to test all them individually rather than having infinity ammo, blank it outright, which would be the ideal way to do it again if you understand the instructions. And that's the best way to make the cheat. But by neglecting each individual weapon, you then kind of lose access to a lot of information. Like, hey, why didn't I change the Uzi ammo for rockets or something like that? But again, you then need to understand the instructions so you can swap that fucking fire out. But there you go. If someone in the future finds it, they'll be like, yo, you can do what? Uzi rockets. That's the kind of cool stuff that we want. So vehicle damage is definitely working. That damage through progress. Well, that's probably one of the luckiest finds that I've had is converting that original cheat code to get the car in the garage. Oh, fucking bollocks, I wasn't looking at the time. Oh shit, and Infinity Ammo's not working, so maybe that address is wrong. Which doesn't surprise me, because if it's one of the ones I made, it's gonna be shit, right? Hey, what the fuck? Scan for zeros, boy. Okay. Let's just double check that. 32. So 32 is 50. And 50 is the maximum capacity of the ammo clip. So I think maybe I need some more ammo. In Vice City, it was so much easier to make the Chicos. I'm gonna die. We can test Infinity Health halfway through. I don't think the Infinity Health's gonna work because I put a note saying that I've done it wrong. So we've got 1, 2, and the NTSC code. Right, okay. We'll try this one. Okay, so that fills your health bar, which is just could be the same issue that they had in Vice City, where they just make the cheat code for the default health. But obviously, once you max your health out later on in the game, you're then going to be left with like 50% of your health whenever you use the cheat. So you'll have like infinity 50% health, which is stupid. You need to know what the value is. Just put default health size. Whether or not I'm invincible. Oh well, I didn't die from a hose. Do you get damage from a hose? Just it's like it heals, doesn't it? The hose is a healer. Oh, that's a cheat code that should be in Vice City. Thinking about it, get healed by being sprayed with a hose. Whoa, whoa, what is going on? Oh, what? Crazy. The first bug. Hey, I think that one's okay actually. Means get some grenades. Turn the cheat off. Yeah, unfortunately, it's one of those ones again. Oh, fuck! Why did they do this? We don't know the original value. Do I know? Oh no, I do know the default value. Okay. Because now I need to shut down the PlayStation just to be able to ensure that this cheat code is turned off. Is not what you want, because maximum health will then leave us with exactly what I said earlier, which is not full health. Because nobody's ever fucking made the cheat code correctly to begin with. So there's this one, which is kind of how I did it in Vice City. Ooh. Oh, what? Awesome. And this game's so much better than fucking Vice City. It's just unreal. But now I need to fucking shut down the game to be able to test it. That's so annoying. Let's try it. What the fuck is going on? Is he shooting me? You actually shooting me, bro? Or are you just totally missing? Right, okay. Fucking errors as well. Oh, I could have just reset the value with the ones that I used. Right, okay, well, that one should be fine. We need to test this one. Yeah. And this was NTSC 1. So if you can find some more cheat codes for NTSC 1, even though that offset will not work every time. But the values are actually the same, which again is a result of the code not being any different. It's fucking awesome. But the code needs to be right in NTSC to begin with, which can't be guaranteed. Nobody's ever cracked them. And infinity health right from the... No, I need to damage myself. I should be using save states and stuff, but till my brain kind of wakes up and gets used to everything that's going on. So that's armor. Wait, why have I got armor also? Do you get armor when you get in the cop car? Holy shit, that does a lot of damage. Right, let's try Infinity Health. I was hoping to damage myself a little bit. Right, there's something wrong there with that code, definitely. Wow. Right, so that works. But there's an error shown in the log. People don't fucking use the logs ever. Use the logs, you son of a bitch. Ooh, that one's a lot better. That ensures that your health is. Yeah, so the health actually rises with your statistics. So that one's pretty cool. That's a good combination. So we've got A90 from NTSC, which is the one I converted. Just put that side note there for myself. I don't forget. This one needs max health support. But we're not doing what we did with Vice City and making it like perfect. If some other motherfucker can deal with all this shit, I just want to get some fucking codes working. And then this is the little trio that I got. So that should be fine. So these values will work in NTSC as well. That one is converted from AR max. I need to put a note on each one of them to say if they're converted, but eventually it just becomes easier to sort of put the note up here. So just fucking put it as credits. And then there's an accompanying README document with all the bullshit and the notes that I'm waffling on about now. So this fucking tags thing needs to be done. And I really want to know why they keep using these hard addresses. And then maybe it's just to do with PCSX2 or whatever. Like, that's all fucking question marks. And I don't know any other setting that can, like, check whether it's scanning writable or readable or whatever the fuck's going on. And then the 200 equivalent is just all fucking zeros anyway. So that should be tag sprayed, which means if I do a stupid number, so the best thing to do when testing is use the old 666. Not a mission. Tag sprayed. Yes, that is tag sprayed 666. Sweet. Okay, cool. So that's one that I didn't actually kind of check yesterday. Okay. So I should say you tag the city. Oh, does it just give you the respect? Does it not say? Yeah, then that makes no difference. Okay. Need to check that infinity ammo and fix it. That one says you tag the city, but the second one doesn't. This is Rockstar doing their sneaky little "we know you're cheating" code. It doesn't give you the notifications if you just adjust the number, but it does if you do the same. Weird. Or maybe I missed it, I don't know. But those pretty much seem the fucking same. prefer using the 2 addresses, to be honest. Fucking save line. Cool beans. What else do we need? Super jump on the bike. So is this low gravity or is that super jump as in Infinity O2? Cool. Right. We know Infinity Health works, which means I know that my Infinity Ammo address will work. And we also know that the NTSC Infinity Health with the 3 lines works, but it's wrong. And the one from the PAL AR Max CD that we converted doesn't work, so that's completely fucking wrong. And then the one that I made for Infinity Health doesn't sort of do the fucking maximum upgrade and stuff like that. So it's not perfect, but we've got all versions done. Fix the Infinity Uzi, should be able to get Vigilante and then reset the entire game back to 0. Where's the nearest fucking water around here? Is it miles away? Right. Keep getting so used to just using this tiny little screen. Right? Taking on a 4K monitor that's 50-inch and use it fucking 3.5 pixels. I think it's set to 640 by 512 at the moment, which is completely wrong because obviously I've patched the fucking frame rate and the hertz or whatever. Oh shit, you can climb over walls. Yay. Oh, hang on a minute, that's the wrong one. That's mine. Because I'm the only person that puts stupid little notes like underwater on there. So we'll test mine first because we know that's the one that's least likely to work. How do I what? Fucking, is it just like infinity health but you cannot swim? Oh, that is slow as fuck, isn't it? Is that supposed to be happening? Oh, yeah, it's definitely not working. All that's doing is just, oh wait, what? Fuck, this is problematic now, isn't it? Because if infinity health can't be turned off, for fuck's sake, and I need to reset the game to work out whether Infinity Air is working or not. They might just be visually not decreasing, but it could actually be running out of O2 and then damaging the player. It's just constantly calling that function to damage the player, but because I've got Infinity fucking health locked in the fucking memory, it's like you're never going to know that the cheat's not actually working and that the game's just fucking constantly spamming all these functions for no reason. Anyway, awesome that you can climb up stuff. Grenade. Good old trusty grenades. Ah, there's a fucking origami bird flying through the sky. Man, it looks like shite, doesn't it? The fuck? Like, my city looks better than that. It looks amazing when you're driving range, but what's going on with this brewery building? Go on, damage me. Oh, okay, right. No way does my Infinity O2 thing work. Holy shit. I don't know why I fucked up the Infinity Health then. Unless the oxygen's the same. Like if you can upgrade your lung capacity within the game, then I might be stuck with Infinity 50% lung capacity. I suppose it doesn't really matter, but Could become visually quite annoying. Oh, what the fuck? Just less naughty that is blocking the fucking entrance, boy. Disabled people gotta get a base, son of a bitch. Okay, now we can infinity health that motherfucker. And infinity armor it. And we should be fucking good to go. Pal for the win! Right. Wait. Did I have the Uzi before I enabled that cheat? Or did it just give me the Uzi? Is that what my cheat does? It's not infinity health, it just equips the Uzi. There's our region. That's clip. Clippity clip. Right. That should never change. This is fucking bollocks, man. No! 2650. 7150. What the fuck? Is it me or is it every time I release? What's happening? It's giving me 50 ammo, but it's taking it from the clip. It's like the reverse of the infinity. Steal your clip twice. Or is that just the game? Is that what it does? All the vigilante stuff. Yeah, like I'm releasing. Takes it down 3, release that 2, takes it down 3, and then gives you 3. What? It should be. How does if you do that? Nothing. What the fuck? Is that not the Uzi? Like some. Am I using the wrong fucking gun? Is this the SMG? I can't remember what the cheats are. Oop, it's all happening now. Okay, let's just do it the hard way then. Wait, did I have 50 bullets? This would have been so easy in Vice City. Yeah, it is there. So what the fuck's going on? Why is it a fucking E now? This is where you actually need to know how to use cheat engine. Then you've got to do pointers and addresses and stuff like that. And it's like, I'm really not fucking doing that shit because I'm bollocks at it. Right. Yes. Fucking 666. The other Uzi. I need to learn the weapon names. Like. Yeah, fuck you, son of a bitch. Oh, what? Now I've got minus fucking 451. Okay, now it's going up. Or down. Or back to 0. Yeah, it's going down. It's just minus in me forever. It's kind of Ooh, good enough, I suppose. Where's me clip? There you go. Right, and now if I reboot the game, am I gonna have to make pointers for this address? Because that's just bollocks. Uzi. Right, which way is it? Left. Two. Right, left. Clip ammo. I think it's the other way around. I don't use guns. I can barely use a fucking keyboard at my age. Let's turn that off so we don't fuck everything up. And would help if I actually fucking enabled it. Oh, we don't need that anymore. Okay, so it's this little fucking the Glock. It's just there you go. We're rocking it. Why haven't I been arrested yet? It's just like because I've got infinity ammo and because it's San Andreas, not Vice City, they don't arrest you. They just keep on. Like the real police, isn't it, man? It's surprisingly fucking accurate. Like batter you in the street instead of fucking giving you a fine or charging you. Like take the one with the broken wheels, son. Okay. I'm wondering whether San Andreas is exactly like Vice City and there's no such thing as a truly destructible vehicle. But one of the addresses I could not find in Vice City was the glass address. And I was literally like the first person to make an almost 100% damage proof vehicle as well, but I just could not find that fucking glass address. Stomach's rumbling like a motherfucker. I need to eat some chicken. Who decided which direction he's going yet? Yep. There's no point in doing this really. I should just shut down the game and make sure that this is the correct Uzi. Press. What's he doing? He's getting out now, is he? What? They actually get out instead of just sitting in there and blowing up like. Film. But it's fucking going down again. What is going on? In minus 68. What if we got pink stuff on the door? What's that about? Is there fucking pink spray paint on the door? The fuck? Oh, don't even think about it. That infinity clippy thing must just have the instruction reversed because obviously the way that we want it is how infinity ammo box works in the game. Son of a bitch, like. Which is like as you shoot, it replenishes the clip. But the correct way to do it, but who gives a fuck, man? Doesn't matter which side of the bread you put the butter on, to be honest. Go on, turn, motherfucker. Oh, Yo, what? Countryside. Oh, we can try that countryside thing. Here we go. Green bushes on countryside roads. Like completely fucking pointless, but let's make sure that actually works. Um, the potential that this kind of cheat unlocks is pretty cool. Like in Vice City, when I found it, not knowing about this existing in San Andreas, that's how I fixed the garage door issues in the Ocean Beach or Ocean Heights property. Because it can just nuke your car when you're out on the street and open up and close when you don't want to, but by replacing the static mesh in runtime, it saves you modifying and rebuilding ISO. Also makes driving into garages a lot easier. You shoot the gas tanks in this game. Whoa, what the fuck? Oh, my fireproof as well. No sniper rifle? Oh, nice. Not that I need it with infinity health, but it's good to know. This game's, I think that's the reason I never cheated with it as a kid, is because it's like entirely playable and completable without actually cheating. I haven't seen any issues with damage proof being on the vehicles, and everything else seems to be working fine. I'm not seeing any fucking. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's just a regular tree. Yeah, I'm not seeing any changes with that cheat code though. Oh, unless I need to vacate the area. Is this even the countryside? I guess it's not classed as a country. No, this is fucking epic compared to Vice City, man. It's like normally by now the entire game would be lagging, everything would have exploded. Oh shit balls. Completely and utterly not infinity health. Vehicles explosions kill you. Son of a bitch. Okay, let's turn that off. The infinity health note in there. Driving skill. Yeah, it's just all fucking zeros. Why is it this one? Or what? I wonder if it is. Nope. Really bugged me this one though. Just fucking try a bunch of random shit until we get there. Cycling skill definitely works, and then that affects that address, which we already know. And that's the bike skill, we already know works. Lung capacity, which we already know works. No fucking idea what that one is. That one's flying skill. Fuck, dog, where's that fucking driving skill? I'll do this for 3 hours. Like, insane that the game hasn't crashed at this point. Nope, just doesn't exist. Driving skill is done some other way. What was my yes, the only fucking one as well. Times she did 3. I need to try and find that in Vice City. I always had a suspicion that it would be there, but I didn't realize they actually told you about it in San Andreas. Oh, hang on a minute. Accidentally find. Oh, son of a bitch! I've accidentally found enemy addresses. Oh, oh well. Not that the statistics codes are really required, but since I've got fuck all of them, uh, oh holy shit, is that the number of keys? Or headshots? Fuck, I just totally went to the wrong address and now. Fuck that. Ah, there it is. It must be all the way up. Just do it this way. I'll fucking find you, son of a bitch. Oh, there you are. Oh, that one. Amount of drugs sold. Like, arbitrary measurement of drugs. Do. Oh, wait, does that mean that you can? No. That type of value. Anyway, criminals wasted. Was there any other ones that we accidentally found then that I didn't know about before? Cost of property damage. Fire started. Okay. Oh, that's fucking none of those. Oh, there you go. Pow. I guess it all helps if I did ever want to create a perfect start to save. Imagine one exists. Whatever. Do our own. Okay, what's this then? 666. I'm just taking over. There's lost. I'm pretty sure I've got all those. Yep. Still can't find those last two fucking things. And they're the ones that you start with. Nothing new. What? You play a rampage time? That'll be one of these. We started just in time. Bullets to hit 1, 2, 3. And we checked all those. Checked all those. That's just making my eyes hurt. Limit level. One of these ones need to be checked. Oh, times cheap. This is still 3. Alright, one of these. Change. There we go. Oh, I think I've already got that one, haven't I? Or, yeah. Oh no, that's a completely different thing. Then cool. That one. Vision. Really fucking up my awesome ordering system now. That's not good. That one. That one. And that one. Oh, that's the NRG. Oh fuck. Fuck it up now. That one was the one. That one was the best position. Okay, sweet. Oh fuck. Oh well. Where the fuck did I go? It was a B. What was that? 3. 30, 8, 2, and 11. 1, 1. Fuck. I think that's one of the ones that you start with. The gangs, maybe. This one. Usually families. No. What the fuck? Whatever. I'm getting totally sidetracked by fucking stats here. So let's just save that. I can do the rest of them another time. We got the important ones done. That's been pretty successful, actually, to be honest. Just getting infinity health, infinity armor, infinity auction, sort of working. Obviously, you're always going to die when you get in a vehicle and explodes, but for now, we've got that. We got the damage-proof cop car. Just the fucking Uzi that was just a bit messy. That's all. Infinity ammo. So let's see. That was in capitals. These are the AR Max CD ones, I think. So, right, let's give it a go. Fucking so many weapons that I totally forgot about. Fucking home for it. See, it's fucking obviously not infinity ammo, really, is it? AR Max CD, my ass. Bitch. Oh, that doesn't fucking work. Oh, what else? You just put a 1 there. I mean, that should be like, do not count down ammo. Obviously doesn't do shit. And then extra ammo, just gonna be max ammo. I'll get my face. Doesn't do jack shit either. Fucking waste of time converting them really, wasn't it? And what? These are obviously renamed wrong. They can't both be right. Fuck, that one's working. What? The fuck is going on, man? Oh, what the fuck? I don't understand. We got infinity rockets. For some reason that hits minus instead of resetting to 0, but at least the replenish ammo kind of functioning, sort of working. Come on, shotgun, don't go do the minuses, son of a bitch. It should reach 0 and then reload the clip. Oh, so that's wrong. Try that again. Fucking fire. Okay, come on, come on, come on. No, it still goes to minuses. You stupid fucking sons of bitches. Let chaos reign. Whatever. My Uzi one is now working. And it's not even turned on. This doesn't make any sense. Let's go fucking minuses again. The damage? What was that? The number of rockets fired. It's, God knows. Whatever, I think that's enough for now. I mean, they work, but they don't. So that's good enough for me. And what the fuck is this thing? I don't remember what it is. Does it do something? Like parachute, is it? Oh, there we go. Oh, what did I just... Yeah, okay. Cool. 5. Explosives. It's like infinity explosives, not infinity ammo. There's so many cheats enabled, I don't know what's going on anymore, but I'm happy with that. That's cool. No. Say this. Do that. That.